First delivered to the United States Air Force in 2006, this stealthy assassin can reach speeds of almost 2,000 kilometers per hour and carry 9 tons of weapons. But despite its astonishing lethality, the F-35 Lightning II isn't the world's deadliest combat jet, let alone the world's deadliest weapon. Over the last few decades, warfare has evolved in leaps and bounds, creating more cybernetic, more secretive, and more deadly weapons. Today, we're going to explore the 5 deadliest weapons that are ready to be deployed right now. And if you thought the deadliest belonged to the US Army, think again. Number 5, the M1 Abrams tank. This 55-ton monster is no doubt the deadliest tank in history. It was first deployed in 1991 by the US Army during the Persian Gulf War. Soldiers on board remember being hit by Iraqi Army tanks and suffering practically no damage. Powered by jet fuel, they reach speeds of 70 kilometers per hour, and they're extremely agile, traveling 40 kilometers per hour in reverse. But let's talk about firepower. The cannon can fire 9 massive 120mm rounds per minute to a distance of over 3 kilometers. And the secondary weapon is a fearsome machine gun that can fire almost 1,000 rounds per minute to a distance of almost 4 kilometers. So you certainly won't want to find this bad boy on the battlefield. Number 4, the AH-64 Apache gunship. You've heard a lot about the Black Hawk, but in reality, this famous American helicopter is a utility aircraft used for transporting troops and equipment. The real danger is the agility of this gunship. The Apache gunship bears more than 10 tons of deadly force, and it flies as fast as 280 kilometers per hour at heights of more than 6,000 meters. In combat, this deadly machine will fire more than 10 rounds per second with 30mm ammunition, and it can fire missiles and rocket pods. Launched in 1984, AH-64 Apaches have logged over 1.3 million combat hours and are expected to be in service well into the 2060s. Number 3, the F-22 Raptor. Older than the F-35 Lightning II, the Raptor was delivered to the US Air Force in 1997. Since then, the skies haven't seen a more lethal weapon. Now, the F-35 may have more advanced communication systems and versatility, but the F-22 was designed to kill in the air. In addition to being more maneuverable and agile, it's also faster and more autonomous than its little brother. Its 3,000-kilometer range enables it to cross enemy lines, and its top speed, that has exceeded Mach 2, almost 2,500 kilometers per hour, makes it impossible for an enemy to chase it. It also carries air-to-air missiles and fires 480 rounds of 20mm bullets per minute. So it seems its air dominance is not about to be called into question anytime soon. Number 2, the Ohio-class submarine. These massive machines, at 170 meters long, are as big as 2 soccer pitches, and they weigh 20,000 tons. They have the capacity to carry more than 150 people for as long as their food supplies last. That's because they're powered by their own nuclear reactor. If you're wondering what makes these submarines so deadly, it's because they carry a huge portion of the US nuclear arsenal. Actually, they hold more nuclear weapons than any other platform on Earth. Yeah, you heard that right. There are more nuclear weapons moving around in the ocean than there are any place else. And they're always ready to be launched. Yeah, scary, isn't it? But it's not as scary as the deadliest active weapon on the planet. Number 1, the father of all bombs, this Russian thermobaric bomb is the world's most deadly non-nuclear bomb. But make no mistake, it could be even more dangerous than a nuke. Its explosion will produce even higher temperatures than a nuclear bomb, vaporizing all life around it. Tested by the Russian Army in 2007, it proved to be as deadly as a nuclear bomb. And in case you were wondering, yeah, it's still part of the Russian arsenal. All of these war machines are scary, but did you know that there are some weapons out there that even the world's most vicious armies have deemed too dangerous to test? Yeah, we'll tell you which ones right here on How to Survive.